Welcome back, PEZ collectors. Today's video is going to be all about eBay hearts. Now before you're just like, ugh, Erin, why are you making a video about hearts? Well, these aren't just your boring old Valentine's hearts that you used to be able to buy like, I don't know, the early 2000s. These are the eBay hearts. They're hearts with eBay logos on them. They're here in front of me. They're really nice. There's not too many of them, but they're crystal. One of them glows in the dark. So isn't that cool? It's worth talking about. And plus, I used to love collecting PEZ back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Those are some of my favorite like PEZ collecting years. So I thought making this video would be a lot of fun so I could share some of my own personal like stories or history even of how eBay was created. Is it true? Is it not true? I'll talk about that soon. Well, I can't wait to share that story with you and more, so we better get started. But before I get to that story on how eBay was started, I want to share with you these PEZ. So here you go, here's the first heart I want to share with you today. And if you notice, it does have a crystal red head, which is the heart. And on there it says eBay in white. So that's the eBay logo from 2001, and it's on this really nice blue color stem. But I have mine still on card because I love the graphics on these cards, and they're mostly green. They have some fun like little designs on them. I guess it's supposed to be like things that you might find on eBay for sale, but they look really nice. And then of course I want to share the back with you. On there there's a Peter PEZ, and it looks like you can pick out the numbers and you color it with those specific colors. Like it's in the middle here. There's like a little key on what colors to color the number area. So does that make sense? It's a color by number. But I think these are super cool, and I'm so glad I never opened these because I think these on card make these hearts a lot better. Like if these were just eBay hearts, I would still like them a lot, but I think having them on card, I think I enjoy them even more because these cards are so fun and unique. Just a different design than what you normally see on a PEZ. So I'm glad I have these on card. So there you go, there's one. And here you go, here's another one. This has a green crystal heart on a red stem. It's the same card. And as you notice, like these are the older candy packs with the assorted flavor. I think that's fun too. It's bringing back all the PEZ nostalgia for me. Here's another one. It has a blue crystal heart on a yellow stem. Looks so nice. These all have the same backs as well. Then there's this one, and it has a yellow crystal heart on a green stem. It's so cool. I don't know what one I like the best, but I like how they're not just, you know, all red. Even though a lot of times I do like all one color PEZ, but I like the idea of how they chose the different colors, and then the cards are so crazy colored as well, but they match the PEZ. Like, I don't know, whoever designed these did a really great job. And they look just so great. I like these a lot. But PEZ, they only made 5,000 sets of these. So that is quite a lot of sets, but not a whole lot of sets. Your odds of finding these are still pretty great. If you look on eBay, there's a few sets on there right now for sale, or you can buy them individually. And they're not that hard to find. There's only 4 of these crystal heart eBay PEZ that exist in the series. Now, there are 2 more eBay hearts that exist, but these are the only crystal headed ones because the next one I'm going to share with you has a glow in the dark heart. That's why it looks like a white color. It's like a glow in the dark white. Like you might find like the same color like with the ghost heads or AC bears, or there's quite a few glowing PEZ if you start looking around. But those are the 2 I have like I can think of offhand here. This one has a nice black stem. The eBay logo is black. It just looks really great. Now, I don't have this one on card. I did buy this one on eBay a couple months ago, and I figured since I have these on card, I might as well buy this one open. And plus, this one's a little bit harder to find than these, but it's still out there. So I think when I saw it for sale at the time, I was like, I'm gonna snatch that up because I've been wanting it for quite some time. But this one also comes on this exact same card, so just imagine that. And a lot less of these golden and dark eBay hearts with the black lettering and the black stem were made. PEZ only made 2,000 of these, and they were all given out to employees of eBay. So isn't that really cool? And these were also made back in 2001. So I can only imagine that some of the eBay employees probably got these and probably listed them on eBay right away. Especially because like they probably saw how much they were going for back then. They were probably like, I'm selling this, but I'm sure some of the people probably kept them, but which probably makes them even like less and less out in circulation. This is pretty cool. I think if you work there and you got that, it'd be a pretty good little, you know, promotional item, I think. A lot better than getting just like a pin or a t-shirt or a mug with the company logo on it. I don't know. So what one do you like so far? These crystal ones are really cool, but this glow-in-the-dark one is super cool too. I like crystal PEZ and I like glow-in-the-dark PEZ. Maybe that's why I like this time frame so much of like late 90s, early 2000s, because it seems like we got a lot of crystal and glow-in-the-dark PEZ like around that time. There's one more eBay heart that I do not have in my collection. I guess I can go ahead and move these down because I'm not going to need any more room. Also with these, this is the same problem I just described in the last video with the psychedelic eye PEZ with the hands, is that be careful with these cards because these bubbles will pop off really easy. So if you were to buy these on eBay or online, you gotta cross your fingers and hope that the bubbles don't pop off when the people mail them to you, because even if they have them like minty on card, the odds of you getting them with the bubble still on, it's not very good. I think that's another reason I was like, I'm just gonna buy this one open, because I didn't want a chance getting it in the mail and then it's popped off the card, because that happens quite a lot. When I'm buying PEZ online, especially from this era, I have to tell myself, you know, there is a chance that the stuff could come and it's not on the card. So if you were at like a PEZ convention, that's a really great place to buy older carded PEZ like this. So at least you know, like on the way home, it's probably not gonna pop off unless you like jamming it in your suitcase and it pops off, you know, that could happen. But there is one more eBay heart, and it's this eBay heart, and I've been looking for this for months and it's never came up for sale, so I don't know where they're at. They only made 200 of them, which I guess that could be the reason why you don't really see many. And then I think if most people who got them, they worked at PEZ Austria. So if you notice, the logo on this one says PEZ.at, which is like our .com here in the United States, but .at is like their .com over in Austria. So like if you go to the PEZ International website, it's PEZ.at instead of PEZ.com like here. So that one was given out to the Austrian PEZ employees. It's really hard to find. But it's still, like, the value of it in the price guide is only like $100. So if anybody has one for $100 they want to sell me, you know, let me know. Send me a message over on Facebook or Instagram. Love to hear from you. I don't know. Even my acquisition department can't find me one. So maybe I'll get one someday, but for now, I'm pretty happy with just these. And it looks like it's the same purple as, you know, the Valentine's Day hearts. So I guess I could just put one of the Valentine's Day hearts in my collection and then put a little sticker on top of it that says eBay.at on it. No one would know, right? It would look real. So just to go over some value of these real quick in case you are looking to add these to your PEZ collection, these crystal ones can run you anywhere between like $20 each, give or take a little, depending on like, you know, where you buy them or if you buy them in a set or not. Sometimes when you buy stuff in sets, you might get a better deal than if you buy them individually. And then this one here, it's probably worth about $75, which is not too bad. I think if you found it on card, it might be worth a little more. You know, if you buy it and the card bubble pops off, then you're gonna cry. So you might want to just buy these loose. And then the purple one I was talking about earlier with the eBay.at on it, those are worth about $100, which doesn't seem like a lot for something they only made 200 of. I don't know, seems like a really good deal to me. So if I can find one of those for sale, I'm totally adding it to my collection. Before I finish out this video, I just wanted to share with you that story that I was talking about at the beginning on the reason that eBay was even created. Well, apparently, as the story goes, if it's true or not, I'll tell you here in a second, but Pierre Omidyar, he's the founder of eBay, and his fiancee, Pamela Weasley at the time, which is now his wife, as the story goes, he created eBay so she can buy and sell PEZ. Now, that was the story that I think I believed, you know, way back in the late 90s, early 2000s, even up till like maybe a year or two ago. I think I finally realized that the story is not true. It was just something that the PR department or the marketing department or whatever made up to help sell the story of eBay and to help promote eBay a little bit better, because who just wants to hear a story about how eBay was made for like an online auction site or like the best marketplace, I guess, on the web, it's more believable, more fun, I think, if Pierre made it for his fiance, which is now his wife, like I said. But apparently she did collect PEZ. I don't know if she still collects PEZ, but that's really cool. I like the story that it was created for her and not just for, you know, his own fun, but maybe he was a collector at heart anyway, so it was just bound to happen. I don't know. And, you know, fate happened and they met and he created a really good website that everybody uses nowadays to, you know, buy, sell PEZ and all kinds of stuff all over the world. I thought that was really fun, and the fact that it's not supposedly true, I thought that's even crazier. Even if you look on eBay's website, so I was looking around, and I'll link it down below in the description here, but they even debunk the story that it was created for Pierre's fiance at the time. So that's pretty funny that they even like have that on their website. Like they have a huge timeline on like when stuff happened at eBay, which is really cool anyway to look at if you're into like tech companies like that. I'll share that link down below in the description in case you want to check it out. But I also thought these would be really fun to talk about because I started collecting PEZ, I don't know, back in the like early mid 90s, I don't know, like 1994, 1993 probably. Like all the way from there to like the early 2000s. That's some of my most favorite fun PEZ collecting times. I think just like going to PEZ conventions, collecting with my sister, you know, online collecting and, you know, buying and selling on eBay. Those are just a lot of fun like collecting memories for me back then. You know, I remember buying these eBay PEZ from eBay back then. If I'm remembering right, I'm pretty sure that they sold out like super fast, and the value of them back then was a lot more than the value of them today. I think it's kind of like a, you know, like a supply and demand. Like a bunch of PEZ collectors, they couldn't buy them right away on eBay. You know, they missed out on it, sold out too fast, and you know, it made the value of them go up. But nowadays, it seems like they're out there and you can find them pretty easy to collect, and for a more reasonable price. But if you have any stories about your eBay Heart PEZ purchases, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. I know there are a lot of PEZ collectors who watch my videos who've been collecting longer than me, or maybe around the same time as me. I get that a lot, like the early 90s, or a lot of people started collecting like in the early 2000s. So if you have any fun stories about buying these eBay Hearts, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Well, that's it for this video. Oh, did you see my cool t-shirt? I got this at the Michigan PEZ convention, and I didn't wear it because, I mean, it's a Halloween shirt. And I bought it in June. So finally I'm like, oh, I can start wearing my Halloween shirts now. So stay tuned to some more cool spooky PEZ shirts that I have. Or spooky Grogu shirts. You know, I love wearing the Grogu shirts around here. So this has been a really fun video, and I still have some of these whistle sets for sale. If you want to check these out, they're on my website. You get 2 stickers and you get 2 whistle PEZ, and this really helps support my channel, so I always appreciate all the support when you guys buy stuff from me, like my merch. I don't have my merch shirt on, but if you buy any t-shirts or any of my PEZ art or any of my PEZ and sticker sets that I've been selling, I really appreciate all the support. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you Saturday for the live stream along with Greg. And we have some boxes of PEZ to open like always, and we have some PEZ stuff to talk about. So that's always a lot of fun. So hopefully you can join us at 10 a.m. Central here on YouTube for the live stream. We'd love for you to join us. Otherwise, it's just us sitting here talking to ourselves, and it's not as much fun. So see you Saturday. Bye.
I write to you in poetry with words left on the shelf, full of dust, you'll know it.